Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome, or good afternoon, I should say. It's 1 o'clock, so it is afternoon. I'll bring Peter in. Well, I would do. Oh, let's try that. That's better.
Good afternoon,
there.
everybody.
Get there in the end. Very glad to see you all, and hope you're having a nice day, nice weather, and so forth. There are 14 of you so far, so that's a good start. And we've got a bit of sunshine, but it's not too hot, fortunately. So it's a good day for turning. So I'll let Peter tell me who's in, and we'll get on with the turning, which is what we're here for, after all. So let's go to that, and then turn it on to which one is it? That one, I think. No, that's the one that's not working. Try that one. That's it. That's better. You can see I've polished it since last week, sanded it, got rid of all the grot. So we just have to turn it round, and I just knocked the camera, didn't I? Oh, it's not the one we're using. That's all right. So we turn that round, put it on the other way.
Okay, I will go through the
Thank
list.
you, Peter. Yep.
First in was Sid's repurposing. Andy H is for turning. Alison Heath just got in. Hello, Alison. Rob at Copper Owl wood turning. Ward Wilson. Brian with a Y. Good afternoon, Brian. Chris Dodds. Good day, Chris.
One of them from down under there.
Indeed. Malcolm Douglas. Martin at Four King Owls. Gary Glass. Rex B. Tipsy Turner. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Tipsy Turner is Jeff.
Jeff at Tipsy Turner.
I just happened to have seen it written down.
Peter at Twisted Trees. Pete, sorry.
Hi, Pete.
Woodworm Paul. I think that's a lot. If I've missed anybody, I do apologise. Put your name in again, and I will read it out. Mole Valley Maker.
I should remember his Christian name as well.
Oh, Brian at Harwood Turning I missed.
Oh, hello, Brian.
Sorry, Brian. Greg Alexander has joined us as well.
Bouncing as much now. I can turn the speed up a bit. It's a bit more true than it was.
Stephen the wood dude has joined us as well.
Hello, Steve.
Pete from Twisted Trees suggests that it sounds like you need a sharpen on that gouge.
I've just had a sharpen. I sharpened it just this morning, so I'll try the other end of it, but it should be sharp enough. It feels it.
And Rex B thinks your lathe is making sounds like a 1950 era alien spaceship.
It is when I'm cutting on it. I'll try and get the speed up a bit more because I'm only on 850. So I'll
Chris
get it up a bit.
Glanville was joined us as well.
Hello, Chris. I got to about 1,000. It starts to shake after that. Yeah, speed is your friend.
Yeah.
Much better. I couldn't do it this speed last week, that was the problem. Because it was so out of true. Getting there. So we've got the slight slope on the rim now, and I shall mark out roughly where I want the bowl to go to. It's going to be a reasonable sized bowl. Pencil, there it is. It's going to be about there, just there I think. So that's the size the bowl's going to be, if you can see that. Yes, you can.
Yep.
I shan't be cutting that just yet. I'm going to do the rim first. But I just need to get the rim a little bit flatter and a little bit thinner, but not much.
Christine and Michael have joined us. Hello, Christine and Michael.
Oh, hello, Christine, Michael. Yeah, welcome. Look forward to seeing you all on Sunday.
Indeed.
Sounds as though it's bouncing, but it doesn't feel as though it is. So, no, that's quite reasonable. That's not a bad finish either. A little bit there, but it is getting there. I found my sander after last week, by the way. If you remember, I couldn't find it. It was in the drawer where it belongs.
Rex B is asking, are you doing a live on Sunday? No, Rex, it's our club meeting on Sunday.
Yeah, sorry, when I say see you all, it's the people from the West Sussex Woodturners.
Benjamin's joined us, and also Jennifer.
Hello, Ben.
Jennifer's Craft and Creation.
That's better. Yeah, that's better. Right, just going to sand that up a bit. Don't want to go any thinner, otherwise I should go through it when I'm texturing it. Don't want to do that.
Definitely not.
Right, now what did I do with the sander? Here it is. And all the discs are in there. Right then, that'll do for a bit.
What's the diameter of that platter, Andy?
The platter is, it's on last week's description, wasn't it? I can't remember now. It's ended up,
Yeah.
no, I've trimmed it and sorted it out. It's 15 inches, 380 mil. It's getting there. Actually, I think we'll take that a little bit further. I think that's going to be change the design, but the bowl's going to be too big. I think it's going to look too odd.
Benjamin's asking, are you in focus, Andy?
I am, yeah.
Looks okay to me.
Should be, because it's completely automatic focus. Yeah,
it looks
right,
okay to me.
Looks right this end, yep.
Do you need glasses, Ben?
Yeah, I'm just going to take it a little bit further in. I think that bowl's too big at the moment. It's going to not look like a platter, look like something else. More. Slower, aren't I? That's what the problem is. That's better. I can make whatever size I like then, so that'll be alright. Oh, there they are. Right, so sand it again. Oh, dearie me. I've lost my sander again. What have I done with it? I had it in my hand a few minutes ago. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, no, did I put it back? No, I didn't. Didn't think I would have done. Right, okay.
Yes, he has it, Jennifer. I reminded him before we came on air.
I have indeed, thank you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I told you somebody would mention it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, this is ridiculous. That sander I was using. Oh, here it is. Too obvious. Now then, I'm just going to sand it into about there, and then I can decide how big I make the bowl when I come to carving it out, or doing the texturing, I should say.
dust extractor on?
No, I haven't. No. Fortunately, it's beech, which is not too dangerous, but I will do it. It's just so flaming noisy. Hateful thing. But thank you. I forget my head if it came.
Turn it off when you're finished.
Yeah. I forget my head if it came off.
Rex B is asking, what is the largest piece you have ever had thrown off the lathe, and are there any dents in the shop from it?
Sorry, I can't hear with the... Try that again.
Rex B is asking, what is the largest piece you have ever had thrown off the lathe, and are there any dents in the shop from it?
No, there aren't any dents in the shop from it because it wasn't in this workshop. I did have a purple heart bowl that came off in my garage when I was working out there. That was only about 8-inch diameter and only about 1.5 inches tall, so it wasn't a lot of wood, but it smashed the light, smashed the fluorescent light above me, and showers of glass everywhere, which was interesting. But the worst one I've ever seen was a coffee table top, which was when I was at college. He had it on the outside of the lathe, and you don't have to spin them very fast. And going extreme, it was 2 foot diameter. It was going extremely fast at the edges, and it came off, and it went through the roof, basically. Yep, it made a bit of a mess. Yeah. Fortunately, nobody was in the way.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which was a relief, because it. I mean, it could have done serious damage. Really could. Right, let's have something a bit finer. Oh. That goes there. And this is the next lot. So I've rearranged all my sanding discs, and I can't remember what's where now, because these are a smaller size than the ones I have for the one that goes in the drill. Turn the extractor on again. No, it's on an old Union graduate lathe at college that didn't have much in the way of choice of speeds, 3 belts, or 3 belt positions, I should say. But of course, nobody ever changed it because it was too much hassle.
That's right.
So it was going significantly faster than it should have been, this coffee tabletop. So it didn't half go. It didn't have automatic or variable speed lathes in those days.
No.
In fact, it didn't have anything very much, by way of chucks or anything to hold it. None of that sort of stuff. It's all between centres or on a faceplate. I don't think we'd have dared do half the stuff we do now, or maybe even not be able to. Some of the offset stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd dare do in those days. Well, that's that. Halfway. Down through the finer grades, if I can get to them. Oh, hello, that's broken. Okay. Don't know where it's gone, but the end's actually snapped off it. The foam's given way. Yeah, the foam's given way. I don't know if you can see. The pad's gone off the end. I don't know where it is either, so. But that's the end of that. Then, unfortunately, these ones I've got in here won't fit. They're slightly bigger, but they won't fit. They'll fit the drill. Oh, what pain! Never mind. That's the one I couldn't find last week. Now I've broken it this week, so we're doing well. Actually, that's going to be fine anyway. that finish as is, because it's all going to be textured, painted, or black ebonising lacquer on it. So I'm not going to worry about doing that anymore now. I'll just give that a bit of sanding sealant, and then do the texturing. That way around? Yes, that way around. No, doesn't matter. You can do the texturing first. Doesn't matter at all. Right, give myself some guidelines just to keep the. It's going to be used. I think some of you may have seen me do this particular design before. It's going to be cuts with the Proxon, which don't go all the way across, but they're all sort of oriented in the same direction. So I'm just going to give myself some lines to guide me. Get that plugged in. That should be working. It is. Good. Right, pencil. Lift that up to there somewhere. That'll be the direction that the cuts are going in. They're going to be hopefully fairly random. Oh, I don't know what did be there. The line wasn't very straight. That's what I did. I just did it again. That'll do.
Yeah,
Give me a guide.
Your tool rest is a bit high for.
Yeah, deliberately.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to get these lines to be offset.
Oh, right.
And then I'm not going to be using the tool rest for this texturing. It was deliberately up there just to. You can see the effect. You can't see the lines very well. Oh, you can just, can't you?
Yeah. So
yeah, you can say they're not going straight towards the centre.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, righty-ho, I think I should probably put the brake on this. We'll do it with that one, just so it doesn't sort of move when I'm trying to do things. Don't even try and turn it on.
No.
That's the one. Turn it off at the mains. That's the easy way. Doesn't do any good otherwise. Right, it's going to make a lot of noise, so apologies for this, but I know what I've got to do. I need to put a line round, 2 lines round, to guide me in terms of where I'm going to, so I don't make the cuts come too close to the edge. It's going to have a plain band around the edge, which is going to be that wide. Then the actual bowl itself wants to be a third, a bit more than a third maybe, about there. I think that should do it. Nice wide rim, shallowish, smallish bowl. Okay, just getting everything done in the right order, isn't it? Yep, that's off. Lock that up, grab my tool, go the right way probably helps. So it's amazingly difficult to get things to be really random. Your brain tells you to make it even.
Yeah.
Do that one all the way through. That's better. See what I'm doing now? You probably can't, but
No, bleach it out a little bit.
yeah. It is useful if I can see what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
if we can live with that for a little while, I'll turn it off again later.
Bailey Woodworks has joined us as well. Hello, Chris.
Oh, hello, Chris. Yep. My line's disappeared around this side of it, but get a rough idea. It's obviously not quite running through.
Rex B's asking, how deep are those cuts, please? And are you going to crisscross the lines?
No, I'm not. They're going to have a definite direction, and they are about, well, they vary between 4mm and probably 2 in some places. But then I'm going to skim the top off anyway, so they're going to be slightly shallower time I've finished. I think that's all right though. That's sort of evenish without being the same. And then where these pencil lines are, there will be a groove done with the pointy tool, which will define the edge of the black area, or the green area, which it will be later. So we'll just give that a quick sand. I'll do it the hard way. Oh,
let's turn it off. Take your brake off.
Yeah, I've taken that off. Shouldn't take too much. Yep, I'll just reverse it. Take them off the other side, which it has. Beautiful. And I think just go around it once by hand, by the number 1, just to take off the bits that don't get caught when you're going the other way. Not many of them, one or two. Because you can never really get into these and sand unless you spend absolutely hours and hours doing it.
Yeah.
To actually sand these grooves would be not practical. Right, that's just about all the way around. Yeah, started by that mark, so good. There we are. That's that.
To sand all those grooves, it'll probably triple the price of the item.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple of bits there that are just going to annoy me, so we'll just take them out. It's on the end grain as ever. It's always the end grain that causes the problem. Just in this area here. That's better. Saw something there then, but it's gone now. So it must be alright then. That one went a bit deep. That was my first bit, I think. And this is the other side. It's coming off quite easily, so this will be fine. Good. That's that. Put the glass paper away. Put the tablecloth on, so I don't get too much black all over the bed of the lathe. Oh, look at that, it goes under. Right, ebonising lacquer. Just going to spray the whole thing with ebonising lacquer, but eventually that will just be left in the grooves because we'll take it back off. Now, before I do that, I'm going to sanding seal it. Cellulose, I think. Go right to the middle so it doesn't soak in there either. That's good. Now black. That's looking good. Right, we'll let that spin for a bit while it dries. Does save getting the black all over your fingers, having one of these trigger things for the ebonising lacquer.
Have you got the black all into all the grooves? Because from
Yeah.
the camera
angle,
it looks like it's not.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it could be deeper, but I don't want to put too much on there in one hit. I think I will go over it again. That's what I was doing on that last little bit, was just trying to get it in there. I think it wouldn't hurt for a little bit more. But by the time all this is gone, it'll look blacker. Only because you've got a big expanse of black all the way around it, really.
Yeah, it just looks like all the grooves on the camera. It looks like none of the grooves have got black in at all.
Oh yeah, no, they have got some, and it's also partly because they're rough. You know, I haven't sanded them in there particularly well, so therefore the black tends not to show up as well. But I think that should be better. There we are. That's gone all the way around. There's certainly black in there now, so we'll let that dry off a bit. Doesn't take too long. No, it does from the camera angle with that light shining on it. It did look as though it didn't have any at all, didn't it?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But this should do it. I'm going to sand it with. Now my sander's bust. Oh, I know I've got the other one, haven't I? Somewhere. I did have.
Hand sanding or with the drill?
Yeah, it's going to be one or the other. The drill is all right as long as you keep it slow enough, because it tends to melt the paint otherwise. I'll try it hand sanding. I could even take a cut with a very fine cut with a gouge. But we'll see how we go. Depends how dry the paint is as well. Not very yet. No, it wants a little bit longer yet. Of course, I've just unplugged this, haven't I? No, I haven't. Oh, I don't know where that's plugged in then. Never mind, it's working.
Just don't tell Alison you've got a hairdryer.
Yeah, no, I bought her a new one. And then promptly nicked this one.
Oh, Wood Turnings by Barry have joined us.
Hello, Barry.
I missed you.
It's easily done. Oh no, I know what I unplugged. I unplugged the compressor, which I am going to need in a bit, I think. Yeah, that's working. Oops, get off. No, it's not there yet. A bit more.
Well, Alison says she knows. Charlotte bought the new one.
She what? I bought it, didn't I? Or did I get her to buy it? I can't remember. Anything's possible. What am I doing? Looking for something?
Not that one.
No, I don't even know what that is. That's that one. Yep. Oh, I know, I was after that one. Just to show me standing in my office seat. Now that one wasn't working at all until just now. And I fiddled around with the plugs and it started working. So people often ask about your lathe and things, so I thought that shows the whole lathe if I'm not standing in front of it. But anyway, that's not the one I meant.
That's on its side, isn't it?
Yeah, tailstock, that one. It is, yeah. This one I can actually zoom on. The trouble is you have to then refocus off every time. That should be it.
Well, you've been going 40 minutes and there's 28 people still watching.
Jolly good. Yeah, I've got it a bit thick there. And there, it's run slightly. That's the trouble, you spray too much on it. But it doesn't matter because it's on the flat bit, which is going to be coming off anyway. So, so let's see, what should we do? Well, we'll try it by hand, see what it does. It'll probably spread it all everywhere and gum up my glass paper, but...
Wood Turnings by Barry is asking, is that a 406, Sandy?
Yes, it is. It is indeed. With the extension bed at one end as well, which is nice because you can get the tailstock right out of the way then. So yes, it's a nice machine. I really like it.
Rexby is reminding everybody, shouting more thumbs up, people.
It's always appreciated. It is inevitably coming up, the glass paper. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a very fine cut. Probably with a little babby one. 6mm or thereabouts. Which I have here somewhere. That one. Pretty much done it.
Nice.
Yep, that's pretty much there, isn't it? So then I shall. Yeah, a little bit to come off there, that'll come off with sanding. So I'll sand it up now. I'm going to put a line around with me detailing tool. Here it is. If they've seen these before, it's sort of triple or triangular cut ground end. And it just puts little lines around. There's the one that's nearest to the edge. That one probably. About there. And then on the inside is going to be that one there. Yeah, about there. That's it. Sand it up. Get rid of any little odd bits that are left. That's getting there. That'll brush out. Yep. So it's picking up little bits of the black, obviously, as it goes around. That's not bad though. It's not bad. should be going over that again to get rid of the green once I've done that, because that's going to go all over it now. Right, let's just give it something a bit finer, about 400. Lovely. Just the job. The business. Yeah, it all looks as though it's sort of faded, but it won't when it's got the green and a bit of. It's going to have sanding sealant first as well, I think. Doesn't actually matter too much. No, doesn't matter too much. I'll give it a little bit.
Rex B's got another question.
Yep, go on.
Will you leave a black strip around along the outer edge?
No, I'm gonna take any green that goes onto this, because it's going to be sprayed green in a minute. But any that goes on outside that line round there is going to be taken off. So it's bare wood. It's beech there and beech in the middle, just to show it's genuine wood. That's my plan. I mean, you can do it any way you like, really, but I quite like timber, so it's nice to show it off now and again. Just it enhances, in my opinion, enhances a little bit, just putting a bit of colour on it. That's all right, that's fine. Right, put that over there. That's what I want. I need to have my compressor on and more noise. That's it. Let it get a bit of pressure up. Spray that green, and then we'll trim off the bit around the edge. That can all be sanded up and finished. It's going to have some lacquer on it, and that will be hollowed out. It was going to be blue, but my blue bottle has got clogged up somehow. Obviously didn't clean it very well, but the green's going to work, so. Set very fine. It's a bit better. Oh, I quite like that. That's fairly subtle green, which I didn't want it to be too in your face. So a little bit pale there, so we'll do a little bit more on that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that looks nice.
I like that. That's good. Yes, it's a bit more green than it looks on the screen. A little bit, but not overdoing it, you know. Because the other way of putting it on, of course, is with a sponge. That sort of thing. You can see I've done it before with green. and dabbing it on, that gives you quite a nice textured finish, which is fine if that's what you want. I did last time I had pink in the groove, so I didn't want to spray the green on because it would have affected the pink. So I put it on with a sponge and kept the texture all the way around. In fact, my wife's got it in the living room now. So it came out all right. That's all I can say, really. She's happy, everybody's happy. Right, so we'll just take that edge off, and I'm going to scrape it off with a skew. Proper use for a skew, of course. Bearing in mind that there's a spot which is not running true, we'll have to check that out in a minute. That should be enough. Yep, there's a little bit of black showing there, so I'll just take a fraction more off. There's a mark in the timber, so that's all right. That's looking good. Yep. All right, sand that a little bit. Doesn't want too much, fortunately. Start with that one.
Roy's the boys just come in. Good afternoon, Roy.
Hello, Roy. Still working on last week's bowl. That's better. Okay. Yeah, then. Tool rest will probably help.
Alison's off. See you all later.
Rightio. Bye, Alison. Turn that off now. Stop that noise.
Brian with a Y from Spain says, beautiful, Andy. I love it when non-wood turners say, wow, how the hell did you do that?
Oh, thank you, Brian. Most of these things are not that difficult to do once you've mastered the technique. This is quite satisfying because it's a nice piece of timber, but it's very bland. So it's nice to do something more with it. I know there are those who don't agree. I've had this discussion countless times. But it's each to their own at the end of the day. They sell. People obviously like them.
That's right.
So you know, that's all I can say really. Now this is quite a deep piece of timber. I'm not going to get anywhere near the bottom of it, I don't think. Realistically, that's there. Yeah, see, I'm not even halfway through yet. Perhaps I should have made it bigger. Don't know. Can argue it all ways around, can't you? I could make it a bit bigger. We could do away with that band round there. It's not necessary. Bring it out to that line. Wouldn't do any harm, would it?
No.
Yep. I think I will. Should have stuck with my original line for this, I suppose. This certainly isn't going to turn into a funnel. Now then, decision time. Do I leave that little bit on the flat there? You can see that, can't you? Yes.
Yes.
Or do I take it right back to the green? I quite like it like that, actually.
I do as well, actually.
Yeah. Yep, no, I think I'll leave that in. It was too heavy before. It emphasised the smallness of the bowl. But I think that's fine. Good. I'll make it a bit steeper on the sides. Come on. And by doing that sort of up and over movement with the gouge, you avoid the need for, as some call it, a bottom feeder. English grind. So you're starting to go up a bit now. Dropping the handle down and then bring it back down towards the middle. And that achieves exactly the same thing, but your bevel's rubbing all the time. Get off. So you're keeping bevel contact the whole way around then. The only thing I have done is just put a little extra grind on the back to take that corner off.
Yeah, taking the heel off now.
Taking the heel off, yeah, just so that it doesn't leave a mark Yeah, it's quite a substantial base, but that's right, it'll make it feel firm. I think I'm happy with that. Gonna leave it at that. It's better. Slight slip with the gouge. That's sorted. That's gone. Good. And then I shall use some acrylic sanding sealant over the top of this, and very thinly, because otherwise it will tend to pick up the green dye. Cellulose would certainly pick it up because it's a spirit-based dye. But just once you get it sealed, everything's fine. All honky-dory. Right then, let's get this smoother. It's not bad.
Royce, the boys is going to have a go at a square bowl later.
All right, yeah. Mind your knuckles.
Yeah.
You have to remember those corners are there because you can't see them. But it's quite fun to do. You're cutting air fairly significantly. Ooh, I got a nib in the middle.
Oh dear.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Can't see it at all, but you can feel it. Hum. That one. That's better. Wasn't too much, but it was there. My pride wouldn't let me leave it there. Right. That's better. Makes the black look better when you get the dust out of it. It's good. in acrylic. There we are. Good. There's a little bit more sanding I've got to do in there, which I should do at another time because I don't want to make this last too long.
Yeah, almost an hour and 10 minutes you've been going.
That's right, and I think that's long enough, don't you? At least my feet are standing up to that now, my back, which was the problem I had at one point. And that person driving over my foot with in their car didn't help, over my big toe.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was last week. It was a bit silly. Crushed the nail into the toe, which was a bit painful, to put it mildly. But the nail's nearly come off now, but it's not hurting anymore, so it's just down to a bit of bruising. Right, well, there she is, big.
Very
It'll
nice.
have a better finish on it when I've finished, but I've just got a little bit more sanding to do on. It's the same thing as I had on the back, the end grain in there, just there. If you can't see it, probably no.
Can't really see it.
Just there, it's a bit rough, and the other side a little bit, not as much. Yeah, in there, but I will give that a going over, and then hopefully I might even bring it to club on Sunday, just on the show and tell table. But it'll be on YouTube. No, the other one, Facebook. The one that my wife puts things on for me. I'm pleased with that. That's didn't overdo the black and didn't underdo it. It's getting a balance, isn't it? But good, lovely. Any questions for anybody? Because now's the time I'm sitting down. I'll bring Pete back in if I can find where he is. There he is. Brian Green, that's a new Brian, isn't it? Greenhaven Creations.
Yeah, not seen.
I don't recognise the name. Hello, Brian. Anyway, very welcome.
Yeah, hello, Brian.
Thank you, Douglas, Greg, everybody for the nice comments. Douglas has said goodbye as well. But
see you, Douglas.
Oh, Roy could see it in the middle. It's not there now, though, Roy. Can't see it anymore. But yeah, I couldn't see it at all. I was up close to it. The eyesight's not what it used to be.
Can't see it from my house.
Yeah, you don't need spikes to climb it. Let's put it that way. But good. No, it's a nice few people. I don't know how many people have been in, but it's 20
we had
now.
28 one time.
Oh, good, excellent. That's good for lunchtime. You don't expect too many because people are working, but it goes up remarkably quickly as soon as it's on YouTube for people to watch at their leisure. The numbers go up enormously. Roy says he can still see it in the middle, but oh no, he can't because it's flat as a pancake. honest Roy. I wouldn't say he's a troublemaker, but anyway, good. Okay, well, next week I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but it'll be something else. And Peter, if he's available, hopefully.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are, then we'll see you. And Tom did quite a good job last week. Bless him, because he's not a wood turner. Therefore, the questions don't mean anything to him. But he's learning. He learns quickly. These youngsters do, though, don't they? It's quite sickening. But no, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. I don't think he hasn't been in today, has he? I don't think.
He'd have said him,
no, he'd have said hello if he was. Hello, new comments. What's this? Oh, that's it. Oh, more people with comments. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Ward. Ben. That catches up. Good. Okay, well, we'll say goodbye then, and see you all very soon. There's the camera. I can
Bye.
wave to it. Ta-da.